Hi everyone, Dallas here. Thanks for joining me for brush drawing practice today. Really quick, before we get to painting, I want to share with you an awesome tip about paper. If you have any spiral bound paper, listen up. I do want to show you, if you have a spiral notebook like this that is not perforated, or it's perforated so close here that you can't get a clean line, something I do is I take a ruler with a cork back. So cork back goes down, and I line it up here at the edge, and I hold it down firmly. And you have to rip it at that angle, just like that, and it will come loose. And then you get a nice little bit of a tear bar mark instead of a clean cut. You can grab your stuff and kind of follow along. I'm just gonna do some simple warm-ups, and I am not using my regular brush. So let's see what we get with this. Okay, I already don't like this mark. It's springing back really quickly. Silver black velvet that I do like a lot. And this one is on my website. Okay, here I have placed a few initial marks, and they are sort of in the upright brush position. So I want you to do the same. See if you can do those from memory, and see if you can get a best mark, and then meet me back here after you've done that. I'll wait for you for a few seconds. All right, are you ready? Let's try again. We will be going the opposite way this time. This is my blind stroke because it's how I'm turning my hand. I'm right-handed, so I write like this. So just practice your blind hand mark. That's a pretty good one. You can go this way. Okay, I have an imaginary margin that I'm trying to keep here. Think of that too, with space on your paper. Just as with writing a letter to someone, you don't want your words to run off the page and start trailing over here. You can still make your practice look orderly. I'm not a big fan of graph paper. However, if that makes you more comfortable with lining up your strokes, and it makes you be less worried about directions and spacing, feel free to use it. I have nothing against it. It's just not my personal preference. Here I'm going to try to match up my points. What about diagonals? You can already see that my marks in the beginning were they're already better just with this second row. So keep going, even if your first set of marks look bad to you. It's why we practice. If you're ready, I want you to try doing a curve with the point down. Just imagine that you're doing half an ellipse, like a fish jumping through the air. If you go too slow, you might lose control. So try not to think about it too much, just kind of gracefully. It's a pretty good one. Let's do it the other way. Let's try the opposite. So this might be, well, to you it looks like apostrophes. To me, the direction I'm doing it, it looks like a canoe with a little tail on it. And then let's try the other way. If you've been doing brush drawing for a while, how does your handwriting look now compared to prior to using a brush? Personally, I have seen quite an improvement in my regular everyday handwriting. And I think it's because I've gained more control, more fine control of my tool. There's quite a bit of practice. You may not even need these quantities of strokes. I'm just trying to give you a variety and a few ideas for positions to put your hand in, directions to complete your stroke. That's a pretty good curve right there. These two are in really nice diagonals. This one is probably one of the best upright. So, you know, in these beginning stages, it does become a lot like copywork, but we will get to more fluid forms and drawing from observation too. So definitely hang in there, but take this at your own pace. There's absolutely no shame in going slower.
And if you are a more advanced student and you're feeling adventurous today, why don't you coast a few lines across the bottom of your page? Just go up and down like this. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time, guys.